everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity 2. Well, the less said about the last session, the better. Our good friend Fedoran tried in earnest to broker a peace treaty between two prominent Valian families who were assisting the Valian Trading Company. Of course, that peace treaty, that mediation, didn't go quite according to plan and ended up in what only can be described as a bloodbath. But the less said about that, the better. You will notice we start today's session in a familiar place. Yes, indeed, we are back here at the Old City Overlook because we want to flex our muscles. We've improved a wee bit since we were last here. We've adventured, we've got our spring in our step back. We're, more akin to how we used to be in our old adventures, experienced and wise and battle-hardened and well-equipped now. So we're going to go back to here and take on these spirits that gave us such grief last time to see how much we have progressed. Then we're going to go to the temple ruins to try and nab the Cornet of Depths. And then we are going to finish off at this Skulldrak nest, which was far too high a level for us when we first came here, so hopefully this time we will be able to deal with that. Clear the entire first level of this Old City Overlook, and then we're going to go back up in the lift again, because we're not going to go any deeper right now. We've got other things to worry about. And before we do venture on, couple of things. First of all, let's go to the inventory. Jyoti, she has being given the privilege of having her lantern upgraded with that final piece of the puzzle, the Light of the Dawn Star, which gives us, of course, spell resistance of 8% due to her religion skill. So that's going to be good. It's a party-wide buff. So that's pretty decent. So she was, we upgraded that for her. It cost us 3,000 coin. And Nadog, being Nadog, he insisted that the party divvy up the supplies so that he could be most efficient. So he's got his exceptional war axes, battle axes, and he's got this fantastic reckless brigandine. And in addition to that, we also enchanted that with Into the Breach, which gives him extra melee weapon damage as he loses health. Kind of fits with his kind of berserker-esque kind of theme. The more he does damage, the quicker he swings. The more he's surrounded, the quicker he swings. It downs people. It goes into a bloodlust. And as he's getting damaged and hit and injured, he gets more and more furious. So it kind of fits. It's quite a nice piece of armour for him. It really fits the build and the theme. So yeah, that's pretty decent. And I think that's all. And you're giving the Trollhide belt as well. So he's only in here for the short term, just so that we can clear this. I just want to see how he is when it comes to his new toys. As soon as we leave here, we're off to Delver's Row for Palagina, so she will be coming straight back into the party. This is just a temporary measure.
Sure.
And I'm still debating whether to bring in our hunter. I haven't got round to specking her yet and sorting her out, but I think we should give her a chance. We've given everybody else a chance, and also we're going to have to upgrade our sidekick, our dwarven friend from the Wild Mare, because of course, if we level them up, give them some weapons, when we do shipboarding, they will be available to help us out. So we need them to be as high a level as possible, and at least equipped with something to use when we do get boarded. So that's another thing we have to sort out. Right, here we go. This needs to be taken down with blunt damage by somebody with a decent range. Now, ordinarily Fedoran wouldn't put himself in harm's way, but I think he can reach this without being hit. Oh shoot. Yeah, you can. Oh no! He's been hit. Oh, I thought he had the range to do this.
Quick, toss me something else.
Is that stacking? not stacking. Okay, that'll do. Yeah, well, it's the least he could do for the party after the last charade, you know? The last charade, of course, being that incident that we will no longer speak about. Okay, so this didn't go too well last time, but this time we're hoping for a better outcome. And before we do dive in, Nadog, I have given him his own custom AI, and that custom AI is simply to discipline strikes when not under a perception inspiration, second wind when the first sign of injury, and to trigger frenzy, you know, basically when enemies are in his melee range and his health is below, and his health is not below 50%, because it actually does decrease his deflection. So he'll be triggering frenzy hopefully as often as he can to give him that extra attack speed and stuff. So that kind of just takes the burden from me managing those more menial tasks and can focus in on him with his crushing blow and his leap and his penetrating strikes and knockdowns. Anyway, shall we dance? Spectres?
I'll take care of it.
We should be
Right.
we should be okay pretty much now.
What do you need?
These things still do some nasty attacks on us though. Got to be very careful. They do teleport us around, so it's still not going to be easy. Let's not make a mistake about this. Let's get some self buffs up. So these two will cast discipline strikes. She should probably cast. That first, so that they don't cast discipline strikes and waste their stuff. Anyway, it is what it is. Let them come. Let them come. Cleaving stance. Cleaving stance. And we're off and attacking. Get stuck in, my friends. Get stuck in. Let's get stuck right on in there. Right, Merciless Gaze is done. Fedoran's leveled up. They've all leveled up. Fedoran's been given Death Ring and Chain Lightning. So let's use it. Doesn't hurt friendly characters. Could be useful. I'm not sure we can charm spirits. Shall we try it? Do we need to try it? I don't think we do. Just keep shooting. Meanwhile, Jyoti, we'll go Devotions for the Faithful.
Be on seat.
Ooh, so yeah, Dare got teleported by the Wraith, but he's coming back in. This Spectre, a little bit close for comfort. Take care of that, you're fine. We can deal with this. Nador can certainly deal with this. He likes to be surrounded. Jyoti's been teleported up here, so she will come back to the party.
What is it?
Nador gonna cast Crushing Blow. Oh, look at that! Look at that instant attacks there. He's doing what he needs to do. He's got this.
Let's go.
Okay, turn around.
I'm flogging a figurehead. Futile.
Yes? After him!
Nice.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
Be on seek! Kill them all!
Well, what a difference a few levels make. Bit of extra experience, you know.
Yeah.
More battle hardened we are now, these poxy spirits. Ooh, hang on, another sigil of nightmares.
Yeah. Nice hit! This weapon's no good to me.
Come on, you bugger. There we go.
Got it. I'll deal with this.
No, of course you will.
Yes?
I'll deal with this and take every last penny in there for myself.
What is it?
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa! Where did they come from? What's going on?
Wait. I'm not looking for trouble. Not anymore, I mean. And I've not got a weapon on you. See?
He raises his hands to show his sword is sheathed.
It's just, you're the first body I've bumped into in days that's actually breathing. I mean, could it be you're delving for forgotten treasures? Same as me?
His boots are slick with grime, his clothes are filthy and rumpled from several days' wear, and his neck and hands are smeared in places with mud. A pack rests at his heels, empty enough to have flopped into itself. It likely carries no more than his dwindling supplies. You're a treasure hunter?
Right? And a successful one, usually. I'm loath to admit it, but look, I'm too desperate not to. I've found not a single trinket and no end to this pit since I first crawled down. I thought to follow the rivers out, but the caves are crawling with grubs.
How on earth did you even get down here? Didn't you think it would be dangerous down here? He cants his head to one side, a knowing glint igniting his dark eyes.
I might ask the same to you, friend. Not everyone longs to die in their own bed. I thought I'd have more time. You haven't found a way out of here, have you?
Well, other than the lift, no. Anyway, how long have you wandered down here?
I packed provisions enough for 2 weeks. Started rationing when things looked grim after the first odd days. I don't know beyond that.
He eyes the ripped toe of his boot as he scuffs it against the stone beneath his feet.
Andra's lure seems hardly worth it now. Suppose I fell for the bait though, didn't I? Fabled temple full of treasures, my ass.
Yes, well, I'm going to say I haven't seen much treasures, although I didn't come here to specifically look for loot and plunder. I've wiped most of the grubs from the western caverns. You might be able to make your escape now.
Yes, right. It's safe to make for the rivers then. Or as safe as it's likely to get. I'll head downward now. Mayhaps we'll meet again in the darkness?
Perhaps.
Take heed if you've plans to trudge deeper north. I only glimpsed it once, but whatever nightmare lurks near the falls of the pit, it's incredibly massive, and surely just as mean.
Thank you for the warning. The only things north are the Skulldraks, right? Is he talking about them? North? Could be.
Hey. Hey.
So some lone wanderer, lone survivor. Oh, hang on.
Whether I open.
Hang on. Okay. Nothing overly exciting. Gotta say, in those little hidden nooks and crannies that crop up every so often, we've not really stumbled across anything decent in them, to be fair. Oh, a bit disappointing, really. Right then, so the next part of our plan in our return here is to deal with the skeletons that rise up from this fallen temple. This time we should be more equipped to deal with them, like we've just demonstrated with the spirits. So without further ado, prodding Adair to go and have a play around in the water. It's his usual task, isn't it? A cracked stone face rises from the pool. Okay, etc, etc. We've seen this already. Inspect, dive, failure. What? Takes the conch, triggers all the hell to break loose. A cornet of depths. So we have both the cornet of the waves and the cornet of depths. So let's see what that does for us. Does it kind of trigger like a mega cornet? I've got a sneaking suspicion that actually us getting the cornet of depths would have allowed us not to take the cornet of waves from the chap in the Serpent's Crown district. Just a way to not essentially rob him of his heirloom. But anyway. Come out here, please. The rest of us can take care of this to start with. Okay. If you wish to stay there, Adair, on your own, then feel free. But ideally, we would really like you back here, if you don't mind.
Kill them all.
Right, Jyoti, we'll start with a bit of the resolution. Okay, there we go. Is that the Wizard Mage? Yes, it is. Right, you take care of him because he's going to cause us some grief.
Flogging a figurehead. Yes,
Ooh, what's he doing? Oh, that's not good. That's why we need to take care of the mage. Can you not knock him down?
let's go.
Seraphim, what are you doing? Jyoti cast. What has she and what hasn't she cast yet? We're in the we're in the chill fog, I think. I think we're getting out the chill fog. Come out.
Sure.
Adair is doing alright. He's kind of got some sorcerers on the go. Chain lightning? An empowered chain lightning. Now dog has cast his frenzy, as you've just seen there, and we'll now go for crushing blow. And Jyoti will go for that.
Good.
Ooh, spell reflection. Not good. I want to cast a heal very quickly.
Bring them down.
Okay.
Come now, step into the light.
Cooked that up, didn't I?
Oof.
Hey.
There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Cooking with gas.
I got it.
We've got it.
What do you need?
Okay.
Yeah?
Phase 2 of our plan complete. The final phase is the skull drac. Now these things looked a little bit more higher level than the rest of the things in this particular area. So we'll have to be careful. But fighting them in this narrowed area would be not a bad idea. Skull drac, here we go. We did fight some of these when we were helping out the villagers, didn't we? So, nothing majorly new. Come on, you nasties. Why is he... So why is he still injured?
Mowing exceeds on us.
No rush, but if you...
Clear out. A new attack for Adair. Clear out. And also a new attack for Nadog is penetrating attack. So let's do some of the new stuff. And we'll go with some writhing tentacles. Why not?
The antidote to and hope nobody saw.
Kill them all.
Not to alarm you, but that order's too tall.
It's okay. Just take your time. Take your time.
Yeah? Don't see why not. Leave it to me.
Yeah. Should have some extended reach with that weapon.
Bring them down.
Oof. Good old tentacles. And Nadog critting for 45
Not
damage.
to alarm you, but I'm
Good to have him back. Is it not? Causing his mayhem
Well,
on the battlefield.
we're not alone.
Grubblings.
Let's go. What is it? No hurt yet. Well.
There's no need for that now, dog. These little poor little grubblings didn't need to be chopped into 1,000 pieces now, did they?
My fingers be fat and furry.
Excuse me.
But they're
Says
ever
Nadog.
so nimble. Where there's a pick, it's finished. I'll see.
Excellent.
Yes?
So our little venture down here
As
has
you wish.
been quite fruitful. Skulldrap nest cleared, spirits cleared, temple ruins cleared, cornet of depths in hand. Does that change the quest somewhat? Let's see. The cornet's call. I don't think so. Let's go to our items. Let's just have a quick look. Cornet of depths and cornet of waves. Nah, I just think it's an alternative one to use. Anyway, so what we're going to do next then is we are going to head to Delver's Row, because there's a couple of things to do. There's the conch now to give to Derio, and there's Giacomo to find for Palagina. So that will be how we finish the session, no doubt. So join me when we get there. Right, so we are back with Palagina in the party and ready to go to speak first of all with Dario.
Yeah? I got it.
What do you require?
Oh, perhaps not. Is this the artifact you are looking for? Fedoran says, looking rather pleased with himself, as he pulls out the cornet of waves, I'm assuming. He examines the conch, tracing his delicate fingers over the Ondrite symbols. Pleasure shines in his eyes.
And now the real work begins. You must take this to the Undercroft.
Funny how they never mention the real work up front.
Ay, Miko. It is but a jaunt. It lies just below Delver's Row. It is where goods of questionable provenance originate. Take the lift from Delver's Row, not the lift in the gullet, mind you. My associate Gwenfen will await you outside a passage in the old Juana style.
And what with all the secrecy?
The ruins of the old city are perilous, yet rumored to hide great treasures. Still, the Juana do not permit people to go there except to die. And yet, among the ruins is a certain mosaic.
Mosaic? And what do you care about a mosaic?
Enough to reward you well for finding it. The shell you found will reveal it to you. Gwenfen can explain all when you find her. It is said the old city was once as grand as Serpent's Crown. Whatever treasure you find there is yours to keep. For now, take this. Consider it an advance.
Okay. You do know that I was attacked after I left Tucanos? A terror, wasn't it? The person you sent to retrieve it before me?
Yet you are still standing here, no?
Yes, naturally.
It is only a shame I did not hire you in the first place.
Indeed. Right. I shall bring back this mosaic in due course. You will understand that I have other things to do. Right, well, I don't think we're going to do that today. The main reason being is I think we'd be best off perhaps doing this with Takeu in our party, maybe? So it does say recommended companion. So I might swap Takeo out for Seraphin and bring him when we do go under there. So something that we will get round to doing eventually when we want to explore the old city properly. And that's not just yet, because when we've finished today's session, my proposal. Where on earth are we going? Where am I supposed to be going? What's it? Is it the? Oh, Delver's Row. Getting my locations all in a fuddle. Or is that a muddle? Yeah, when we finish today's session, my proposal actually is to go and make a trip to Hasongo to advance the main quest. We haven't done that for quite a while, and there's a couple of things to do over there. Adair might want to go find his little fancy piece, you know, and there's a bounty over that way. and it's just nice to explore a new part of the world. So yeah, I think it's time for us to get back onto the trail of Eothas for a little bit. Anyway, Pallegina. Don't know if Pallegina would chirp up if we stumble into something. Oh, what's happened here? The body of this moon godlike woman is contorted in a death spasm. Her mouth is open, milky eyes staring, frozen in shock. Dressed in principy leathers, she appears to have been a pirate. A small, intricate bronze and adra device lies next to her hand, cracked and blackened. Her soul lingers close by. Even without reaching out to it, you can sense her confusion. Doran doing his stuff. The captain said to bring him, so you're bringing him. The old man hardly seems like a threat, but you trust the captain's judgment. The Animancer didn't want to go, put up as much of a fight as he could. Naudra said to give him a whack, so you gave him a whack. That shut him up, but carrying the old sack of bones is tiring. Just need to get him on the ship, and you can get some rest. You're in Delver's Row passing through the market when he starts to come to. He's not strong enough to break free still. You didn't think a wiry old Animancer could squirm so much. Per complancadet, he yells out to no one in particular. It's Delver's Row, so no one particularly cares. Ahead of you, Nauda's calling out for the old man to shut up. You'll have time enough to plead for mercy from Captain Tatzel when we get to Dunwich. The death godlike's twin sister nods to you. You get the message. It's time for the Animancer to go back to sleep. You remove a hand from the old man to grab your club. He's weak, but the squirming is irritating. Wait. What's that odd little thing in his hand? I'll take that if you don't mind, and especially if you do. You laugh to yourself as you reach for it. The old man starts to stammer. No. There's a flash, and a powerful stench like brimstone, and a sharp pain, sharp, but quickly gone. No matter. Nauda and Naudra have already knocked the old man out. You move to help carry him, but can't seem to get your arms up. The twins are looking at something on the ground. You've always hated how you can't see their eyes. Captain says not to judge them. After all, would you want to be judged for how you look? Certainly not, Captain. Good point as always, Captain. You follow where their heads are pointing. That's you on the ground. Mouth open, eyes open. That weird little device smouldering next to your hand. That can't be right, though. You're here. The twins turn to go. They motion to the others to hurry along. You'll catch up. You just need to figure out how to move your arms.
What is it? What did you see?
A group of godlike pirates took Giacomo to Dunwich.
Madiko. Giacomo abducted by godlike pirates? But why? He has always done his best to help my kind. Watcher, I have asked much of you already. But if you can find time to go to Dunwich to find this Captain Tatsatl, it would mean a great deal to me.
Tatsatl.
It did not sound as though he was in imminent danger, but I fear what they will do to him.
Are you sure he didn't have any enemies?
Not in the Republics. I can't think of why godlike, of all kith, would have any reason to take him. Something strange is going on here. Perhaps it has something to do with his research. I am sure we will find out when we find Captain Tatsatl.
And Jyoti takes the soul of the fallen. Alright, so there's a few things leading to a couple of places. There's Hasongo, for the main quest, of course, as I've just said. There's a bounty up that kind of stretch, that neck of the woods, and there's also Adair's that we've just seen briefly. Yeah, looking for a laugher for Adair. But now we're getting a few things that lead us to Hasongo, of like minds. Speak with Captain Ferranti. for the Valiant Trading Company. We got a message from him himself. Symbols of death. And now, Palagina's quest is also taking us there. So the two places that we're going to go next, by the looks of it, is Dunwich and Songo. That's where we're being pushed. That's where we're being pushed. Well, I think we're probably about 35 minutes so far in the session, which means we're a little bit premature to be ending, and we don't want to go down into the depths of the Undercity just yet. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to cut away here, and we're going to go actually out of Nekataka to the island itself. There is a quest, a bounty for Nomu the Marauder, the wilderness northwest of Nekataka, and there is also Radolf, a bounty on his ship. So I don't know if I get time to do both of those, but if we can get those bounties knocked off, a bit more extra cash in Fedoran's pocket, it'd be quite nice. So see you when we get to the outskirts of Nekataka.
I've got this.
Oops-a-daisy. Oh, Jyoti.
Watcher,
Are you alright?
guess what? No, go on and guess, really.
You've had another dream?
Not a god's darned one. And ain't that just it? I feel so fine. Like I swallowed a star and now I got light bursting from my chest. Can you see it in me? This happiness? It's all on account of you, Watcher.
Oh, well, I'm very pleased. That's great news, isn't it?
Everything's different now. The world looks so dang bright, doesn't it? Even at night. The sky goes all glittery with stars. Must be what the gods see when new souls are born.
As she saunters off, she sighs with contentment. Oh, we've made it for her. Look at that. Our support and helpfulness. It's
Got it.
it's really helped her out. Oh. Is this, I think if we fight in the clearing, we'll be better off.
Could be a...
Not in the, this is the clearing. If we fight in the narrow passage more, that's what I should be saying. Oh, come back. Come back, come back, come back, come back. Right, let's do some casting. Cast that first this time.
Moe, Ixie, Honor.
That's better. Right, and then cast this one. In the meantime, attack. In the meantime, attack. Whoa! Bush, one hit and Duff, dead. Bears? Bears, you say? Down with your bears. Okay, right. Let's try this one. Oh, that's actually out from ourselves. Oh, I didn't realise that. I thought it was an AoE that we could direct. Okay. Chain lightning. Detonate. Why not?
Me too, Better try something else.
Concussive missiles. Quick heal. Mind wave.
Be on sick.
Oof.
Ahoy.
There goes Nomu.
That dog won't hunt.
Got it. Captain.
Oof. That's what I like to see. Chunkified victims.
Ahoy.
No fuss, no bother. There we go. We got Horned Hound, Fine Armor, Chameleon's Touch. Gives +1 to an attribute and skill determined by the user's class. Oh. Attribute, and that's an interesting ring. So an extra +1 to the attribute that's probably most beneficial to the class, and 1 to a skill as well. Interesting.
Aye, done and done.
Interesting indeed. Right, so who wants that quest? Ah, it's a wild mare. Our old faithful
What for, Cap?
place to stop when we are tired. We've also got. I still think we've also got the head of what's his face. I'm sure we got None of the Marauder's head. Did we not? I thought we got another one. Yeah, Tahei's head as well. So we need to stumble across the quest giver for him. We've probably I think we may have. Obviously, I think it's going to be one of the bounty hunters that we've already spoken to, but it's just that we've killed him a little bit prematurely. But it's free money waiting for us, isn't it? So that's him sorted, as we are probably around about just short of the 50-minute mark. So we might have a bit of time to go and do one more bounty before we head back. But before we do, there's this canopy here, and there's also this place here. Just go and check those out quickly. And there's also glinting there. Get that on the way back. You're cutting your way through the dense hilly jungles to the west of Nekataka when you stumble upon a small campsite. At first it merely appears abandoned. The 2 tents present have collapsed, but then you see the bodies. 2 corpses, torn apart and mostly eaten, sprawl across the dark earth. We search the area. Survival? Perception. Seraphim would have been better for that then. Aside from the bodies, nothing much stands out in the campsite, except for a trail of bent trees and broken limbs to the south and large tracks that follow it. Fedora will search for the presence of spirits. A vision tugs at you, dragging you forward like the rushing current of a flooded river. You see the creatures nigh twice the height of a human standing among the ruins of your campsite, eating the corpses of your fellows. Vines and moss hang from their amorphous bark-covered form. Lurkers. Waves of anger and fear wash over you. Anger and fear, but also faith in the oath has returned, and with a prayer on your lips you fire arrows from your enchanted bow, each as cold as sleet. You hear a rushing sound to your right and turn to face it. The vision ends abruptly. Probably a Demelgan, right? Examine the tracks. Perception? No, it's survival. I've got it the wrong way around. Search for salvage. Fangs, antlers and pelts. And a chest. With sugar and milk and merkberries and water and eggs and pork and fresh fruit. Nice. Yeah, use your lamp, Zoti. Nice. So you could follow the tracks to find out where those lurkers and things are. So we'll now bury the bodies. So we've harvested, we've guided their souls. We've buried the bodies. Shall we follow the tracks? What's it going to achieve? Lurkers, dank spores. Use a spyglass. Spallings also. And a corpse of a young elven woman. Her right leg horribly twisted. There's a bow in its right hand, intricately tooled wood. It's obviously a very nice weapon. Conjure a magical decoy as a distraction. Tentacles. So we've got rid of the lurkers. Only the spores remain. Good distraction technique for Doran. Good distraction technique. Yeah, we can deal with these. I think. I hope.
Who comes to muddy the light?
Kill the dank spore first.
That must have hurt.
Maybe the privy.
Holy hell. Oh, ay caramba. Now, dog, come and help out here.
Beyond sick.
Doran doesn't like this. They are far too close for comfort. Somebody get these creatures away from me! Oh!
We're in now.
Oh, God! Help me, these creatures! What's happened to him? He's confused. Are we all confused or what? What's going on?
Nice hit.
Oh, yes, we are. Right, Jyoti, suppress affliction. Where is it? There you go.
No rush. But if you have any antidotes handy, I'd be much obliged.
Mode. On it.
That brings him back to our side. Now, come away, please. Oof, that dog is doing some right damage, isn't he?
Take that. Hey, watch it.
Whoa, stop! What's going on here?
Mode. On it.
Good grief, let's not turn on each other, please, if you don't mind. Oh, look at that, and a charmed dog as well. Frost Seeker. Ooh, a two-handed warbow. Exceptional quality. Fires multiple projectiles at slightly reduced damage. Plus 10% damage is freeze. Damage AoE at target location, scoring a crit. The ranger Alice of the Blackwood acquired this bow from a vagabond mage after she had her weasel companion Lysa rescued the man from the captivity of Garland the Ice Troll. The mage used the troll's dying tears to infuse the bow with the power to shoot arrows of enchanted ice. That looks like a pretty nifty weapon, and one which we may give to Jyoti, because she does use a bow occasionally. So we'll give that to her, and we'll nab this dog. Oh, Trixie.
Yeah? Uh-huh.
Good old Trixie. He likes animals, doesn't he? So what was he called again? Just remind me. He was called Radolf. Rockstomper Rodel. What's the name of his ship? Goldbelt. East of Nekataka by the southwestern tip of the Kuo-Rikuhu Island chain. Which is definitely that, isn't it? Let's go take a quick peek. Aha! Oh, he's a Valian, but he's a Valian pirate, right? It's Royal Deadfire Company bounty. Fleet Master has time to be hunting down raid of a Valian captain. There's a bounty to claim in exchange for evidence of the captain's death. Do you know what? He doesn't say he's not a pirate. He's a Valian trading company captain, and they probably have got a bounty on his head because they want to weaken the Valian trading company's operations. There's no way Fedoran's doing that. No flipping chance. Forget that. We should be protecting him, not bloody taking him down. That reminds me. There's two things we want to do to finish the session off. Imperial Command. We've got some news for them. We just want to rub it in. We just want to let them know, by the way, we helped the Valian Trading Company when it came to Poker Kahara. We didn't destroy the Luminous Adra Pillar like you wanted. Just thought we'd give you the courtesy of letting you know. Yeah, and we're not taking care of that captain that you've got a bounty on either. Stupid clowns. Can't believe we almost considered doing that. Goodness me. Can you imagine? I mean, it's bad enough taking down two prominent Valian families without taking down bloody captains as well. Come on. So who are we supposed to be speaking to about this? We're supposed to be speaking to somebody by the name of Astura. I think Astura was the guy downstairs, wasn't he? The big boss man. Let's go say hello. And then what we'll do is we'll go and hand in the quest at the Wild Mare, the bounty, and end the session in our favourite place in Nekataka.
It's impossible to cheat at Hazatoa.
Ah,
He acts like he's gonna do one
Astura.
thing, clear skies.
Just thought I'd let you know, out of courtesy, that I've restored the Luminous Adra at Poker Kahara.
That explains the rumors the Valians are scaling up in Queen's Birth. I'd hoped you would stop them.
Well, they'll bring development and a trade that will improve the lives of many.
They'll press gang the locals and tear Poker Kahara apart. Once they're done, they'll leave behind a wrecked island and a tribe dependent on their resources. Nevertheless, I'm more interested in reports the storms around the islands have cleared. What do you know of this?
I'm not quite sure. Obviously not going to divulge too much information here to this guy. I don't know what happened. Perhaps it was a bad weather front. Only the storms are over now, and that's all we need to be concerned with.
You're being evasive.
No, I'm
Yet
not.
the change in the storms and in the Adra cannot be a coincidence.
Are you accusing me of lying?
Even if this isn't the outcome we'd wanted for Poker Kahara, your observation is infinitely more valuable. Take this.
Oh, it's paid
And
us.
remember it the next time we call on you.
Blood money.
We'd long suspected something unnatural was behind the storms, but we had little evidence.
And, why does this interest you exactly?
Because catastrophic storms have long made Rawatai a difficult land to inhabit. If the storms that assail Rawatai have a similarly unnatural origin, then perhaps they too can be stopped. And if that's the case, then there's more work to be done. Work that you might be able to help with. After all, those of us born to privilege have a responsibility to use it to noble ends, no? In any case, Hazanui Karu has a matter that could use your help. Her office is on the main floor behind the large double doors. It's most conspicuous.
That's called strategy. And don't you work for Atsura?
We'll bear it in mind. So Fedora will have to sleep on it. I mean, if helping them is going to net us a bit of money, and it's not going to be to the detriment of the Valiant Trading Company, and it's just a case of, as he said, helping them to inhabit lands and reduce storms and devastation to their people, then it might not be the worst thing to do, but it just requires a bit of thought first. Okay, there's only one thing left to do then. That is to head back to the Wild Bear.
He represents all of Rao Tai.
Then must he put his name on it? Price share is simpler.
Money, money, money. Keeps on rolling on in. There's more shopping to be done, people. I'm sincerely hoping that the actual bounty for that frost trolls that we killed is with the same guy, because it'll be like a 2-for-1 deal. We'll hand in Nomu, and then they'll be like, oh, there's an ice troll as well. Yeah. Oh, yes, we've got that as well. Already ahead of you there, sir.
Sure.
Double payday.
Ado, my hunter. To what do I owe this delight?
Tossing him Nomu's head in a bag. Here, catch.
I hope I will still find this disgusting when I am important enough to toast with the elite bounty hunters.
Oh dear. You don't happen to have any more bounties, do you?
I tell them all that the captain of your ship will always be my favorite hunter. A sea troll has been making a name for himself, raiding fishing villages with his minions. They call him Tahe.
I see.
That's thief to the locals. I hear the Huana hate few things more than a food stealer. Warriors fan out to catch the fiend, but so far they have no luck. Tahe can't have roamed far from his latest raid on an island southwest of Nekataka.
Fedoran grimacing as he pulls out this highly rotted, at this stage, given the length of time it's been in there, what resembles the remnants of a sea troll's head. I think it's hard to discern, but I quite assure you this is the sea troll you are speaking with, he's saying whilst gagging from the smell. I hope he enjoyed his last meal, for I won't be enjoying my next one. Ugh.
You have done us both a favor. My esteem in the bounty community rises, and hunters come to buy me drinks.
More coins are handed over to Fedoran.
My friend, you have drained the wellspring and made us both very famous. If you have not spoken to her yet, find the Goldpack Knight Okauro in Sacred Stair. She can give you more work.
I think we've already found her. Nice doing business with you, Oboko. We shall have to sit down for a drink a little bit later. And some entertainment, some cards, perchance. Well, look at that. 18,000 smackers. Yep. It's definitely a call for a drink, some pleasures, and some shopping. So join me in the next session when, as stated, we will be heading out of the city of Nekataka and towards Songo to find out more about Aothas's escapades. Until then, see you soon.